Hello. Hi, Rogues. I know that was super enthusiastic, but you may have noticed, I certainly did, that my internet is being stupid right now. Hopefully it stabilizes. For some reason, past couple days have been worse than normal, I guess? I don't know. But gotta love my ISP that provides perfectly stable internet all the time, meaning that I can do everything that I'm trying to do online. So, you may be experiencing quite a large delay. Um, I also, because I was paying attention to that, I forgot to turn the captions on. They should be on now. But hopefully, I really hope that it stabilizes. It's had 4 or 5 events where it just dropped low and then came right back. So hopefully that doesn't continue. Because I really do want to play this game today. Yeah. Anyway, happy Sunday. Hopefully you're all having a decent day. I was up late last night because we had our D&D session. So I played in the party. Of course, Kira, my mod, her new character was introduced because her other character died. We're only level 2. We're doing Icewind Dale, and we're level. Think it may be back online now. This is why I'm starting with chatting today. If it manages to stabilize and stay there, gameplay will happen. I really want to play the game. Why it's but today. I did kind of anticipate this because I did a speed test just before I went live, and it was inconsistently pinging both down and upload speed, which apparently are not enough to affect the Apple TV in the other room, but are enough to affect anything I'm doing here, whether watching Twitch on my iPad or streaming to Twitch on my desktop computer that is connected via Ethernet. But my Apple TV in the other room that is connected over Wi-Fi, working perfectly. So don't understand why that is. Hopefully this all, mellows out, because Mass Effect is a game I've been really enjoying, and I feel like we're getting closer to some revelation story, some answers. I don't know. It feels like we're getting closer, especially because last time we played, I got an achievement called Complete, which is Mass Effect 1, complete the majority of the game. So that tells me that I've completed the majority of the game. I don't know what that means, it could mean that I have completed just over 50%. Or it could mean that we're getting close to the end. I don't know. But I'd like to find out. Anyway, so yeah, today is the day before my birthday. And I got my very first birthday wishes earlier today when I woke up. I had a text from my dad wishing me a happy birthday, because my dad never remembers whether my birthday is the 26th or the 27th, and so to be safe, he sends it to me on the 20th. Which I totally understand. And, you know, I can't complain. I was late by like 2 weeks wishing him a happy birthday this year. So, yeah, can't complain about that at all. But I did take tomorrow off of work so that I could enjoy my birthday, and so I do plan to stream longer tomorrow. I don't know when I'm gonna go live. I'm sort of debating maybe just like going live at like 2:30 and playing through until the finale of Clear Skies tomorrow night. That would be like a 7-hour stream, and I don't know if that's what I want to do or not. So I don't know exactly when I'm gonna go live. I don't know exactly what I'm gonna play. I may just hop in and play some Valheim. I may just... I definitely want to finish that final secret in Carto, which I had planned for tomorrow, but I might do that like around 7, my normal like stream time. And so yeah, I may just hop in, play some like American McGee's Alice for a bit, play some Valheim for a bit. I may change games, multiple things, and just be online as long as I possibly can, because I do enjoy it. But that also means that you all will get to watch me when it's time for birthday pizza. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. I'm going to, it seems like the stream has leveled out a little bit, and maybe we'll get some consistency. It's been a few minutes since the last issue. Well, I will continue to monitor, but I'm gonna pop over to the game screen and figure out where we are in the game and what it is I should be working on. Why are you like... Anyway, yeah, so let's see what there is to do in Mass Effect today. Hopefully you're all having a good Sunday. It definitely feels like autumn here. Yes, have technical gremlins hit other people today? Hi, Mobius. Technical gremlins love me. I don't know if it is on the Twitch end. Typically for me, this is the ISP end, and I suspect that is where the issues are today, for me as well, because that's typically where they are. But, yeah, the PSU on your main machine gone wibbly. Oh dear. Yeah, for me, it's more, I live in an area where there is one possible internet service provider, and therefore they have no incentive to upgrade the service or maintain the service at a reliable level. And so they have not figured out... I've complained to them multiple times over the fact that my service just like drops out for a second and then will come back, and they're like, oh, it's feedback on the line, and I'm like, well, fix it. And they're like, we can't figure out where it's coming from. But it also doesn't help that like feedback on the line wouldn't be an issue if they would provide me a faster upload speed. The only upload speed they offer is 10 megabits per second up, which is enough when I actually get somewhere near that. But if it drops below like 5, then the stream starts having issues. And when they say 10 megabits per second up, apparently they mean as long as you're getting half of that, they've satisfied their contract. So that's where we're at. That said, they are currently actively trying to gain a brand new contract to put in service in the next town over. That would be fiber, offering 100 megabits per second up, but they have no plans to upgrade the service level here. So yeah, they mean up to. So basically, like, there are areas here where if I moved like a mile away from where I currently live, I could get fiber internet. And I think the fiber provided by Comcast about a mile from here offers like 250 down and 250 up. And that's gigabits per second, not megabits per second. But the internet currently offered by Shentel to my current address is not anywhere near that level. And so I deal with sometimes spotty upload speed. Eventually I'll move and I'll have a better reliability of internet, because that is definitely one of the things that we'll look at when we move. But rents in this area are ridiculous. And I mean, not ridiculous compared to places like LA or San Francisco or New York or DC, but for the area and for the wages offered in this area, rents are really ridiculous. And in most of the area, I would be living next to college students who would be partying, and I would be paying $800 a month per bedroom for an apartment. Which is why I live where I live, where we're paying about $800 a month for a 3-bedroom apartment, because we are in the town between the two college towns. So yeah, that's just how things are here. But if I actually moved closer to work, where the better service is, etc., the costs there are much higher, and the actual quality of the apartment is relatively the same. Most of the apartments that I could actually get a place in, because a lot of them you have to be a student to live there, most of the apartments that I could get were built somewhere between the 1950s and the 1970s and cost $1,000 a month or more for a 1-bedroom. And that is because there's not enough housing. The nicest apartments that I've seen that came at a reasonable price were you had to be 65 years or older to live there. And that was in a converted elementary school. So I live in an apartment that was built in the 70s, retrofitted with internet access, and the internet has not been upgraded since it was added in the 90s. But me complaining about that has given a good test of time to note that the the stream has continued without issues for the past few minutes. Sorry, I got distracted by a tweet. Who we will not be rating, because they're not going live today, because this is celebration weekend, so I don't know who we'll be heading over to at 4, but we'll find somewhere. Okay, but I was switching over to the game, because I don't remember what we're doing. And I was gonna find out. Alright. So, fingers crossed that the stream stays stable, now that it is up and running. not spending the start of this journal. I don't know where we are or what we're doing. So we start with side quests. I have none. Cross all things to stay stable. Had to cancel a D&D game last night because the GM's power went out. Oh, that sucks. We played our session and we got our new person as Kira's character died, and so she has a new character. And it went okay. Nobody died this time. A couple people got close to going down in a fight. We were attacked randomly by 5 wolves. We are a party of 5, and we are really low level. We're also really dumb. None of us has a high intelligence score. None of us has Arcana. So there were things that we were trying to figure out that needed an Arcana check, and nobody could do them. So it's an interesting time. We all took intelligence as our dump stat. My character, we did point by, so it's none of them are below 8, but 8 is pretty low. We met an awakened creature who had higher intelligence than like all of us. So, and I play the 8 really low. Because my character's a himbo, so I play the 8 as pretty dumb. And last night he was telling everybody about how he won top prize in the discus throw at the Shining Plains Sporting Spectacular, which is a thing I made up that's essentially the Olympics. And that was 20 years ago. My character is 40. He competed and won top prize in the discus 20 years ago in a completely different part of the continent, and nobody here would ever have heard of him, but he's just going on and on, telling everybody the story of his sporting exploits as a youth, completely oblivious to the fact that nobody cares. Actually, his charisma's not all that high either, because he's rather annoying. But he does look very pretty. Knows. He actually has a pretty high wisdom. Wisdom is the cleric stat, right? My brain just... Now I'm distracting myself with talk of D&D instead of actually looking at Mass Effect. Where's the character? Here you are, Ace. Yeah, his top stat is Strength and Constitution. And Wisdom. Strength, Constitution, and Wisdom are all 15. Intelligence of 8, Dex of 12, and Charisma of 10. But he's pretty. He's just not... People don't want to spend time with him. He's too dumb to have high charisma. It's been a fun change of pace. Usually my characters are... I actually play low intelligence characters a lot, but usually I play it as they're just inexperienced. And this time he's just dumb. But he does have wisdom, which provides him with insight about general things about the world. So, I don't know. He's mostly a himbo. He's a jock. He's strong. His background is athlete. Anyway, that's what it is. Rumors about Peak 15. Oh, we're on that snow planet. Hi, Siri. I hope that you get enough people to show up so that you can actually play. That would be the. I don't know how I would have gotten through the last year and a half in this panini without D&D. So, how are you, Sayuri? I'm doing better now that the stream seems to have stabilized. I've been distracting myself from actually starting the game because things were unstable for a bit. Drive out and investigate. Oh yeah, we're ready to actually go out into the snow. We came in here and there was a fight, and that's when I had to close down the stream. I haven't actually even explored this room yet. Not that I think there's going to be much. Ooh, upgrade kit. Hello. Yeah, I think everybody's having internet issues lately. Wednesday was horrible. Oh, look at this. It's a makeout spot. It's like being under the bleachers. Like Wednesday, Eric had issues with his stream. Mostly that was his computer was just like, nope, I don't want to do it today. But then I had issues with my stream on Wednesday, which the device that we use to stream because that's a work stream that I do, and the device that we use there is called a Pearl 2. And for some reason, the IP address of the admin access to it had changed, and I did not know this. So, I couldn't connect to the admin access to actually start the stream. And then that night, though, when I was connecting for the Forbidden Lands game, half the players could not connect to Zoom, and we had to switch over to Google Meet, which we had never used before. For that, it was always Eric's Zoom account. And it took us like a half an hour to get everybody connected so that we could actually play the game. New Mac Mini to stream to. Yeah, I don't know, like, I don't know what the issue has been this. It hasn't all been internet issues. Like today, my stream issue was just normal ISP crap that my internet doesn't always like to be stable. But it's been ISP stuff, it's been hardware stuff, it's just been everything. Trying to push too much through the local area network and it gets swamped. I get, when they've come out to do testing to find out what the problems are with mine, the ISP people keep saying, oh, you know, you've got interference on your line. And they've done testing, and it's not inside the apartment, and it's not on the line, like, between my apartment and, like, the central hub in the building, and it's not between the building and the next central hub. It's somewhere else on the line where I get interference that provides feedback on my line and causes my signal strength to degrade. So my ISP needs a complete rebuild of like the entire city's support structure because they haven't done anything with it since it was installed in the 1990s. And so we're running on 1990s copper wire technology, which is not ideal. Look at this snow planet! And it's not just like a regular like landing planet. This is an actual, like, it feels different than the other spots. Am I back? I think I might. Oh, stream instability. Of course. You live on a big long peninsula made of rock. Radio bounces all over, and putting down landlines requires going through bedrock. Yeah, we're in the mountains. So, being in the mountains affects things. But also just investment by the company. And where they choose to put their money is an issue. Because we have, as I was saying a little bit earlier, the company is choosing to invest in getting a contract to provide fiber internet to the next town over, rather than choosing to upgrade and support this town where they already have a monopoly on the service. So instead of supporting the area where they are the only service provider, they are actively trying to get a contract to provide a higher quality service to the next town over where they don't currently offer any service. And I would prefer that they actually support and upgrade their current service where they're the only ISP, rather than spending their time and money to provide better service to a town where they don't offer any service currently. We have philanthropists that dump money into paying for a trunk, but if you aren't on that, you're hosed. Yeah. I mean, internet is not the only utility that we struggle with in my apartment. We also have extremely weak water pressure. So much so that I had to buy one of the like California rated low flow shower heads to have any semblance of water pressure in my shower. And there was a project approved by the city council to improve the water pressure a block away, but it didn't extend to the apartments that I live in. And in talking with other people in this area, they're like, oh yeah, one of the city councilors probably owns a house over on that block, which is why they chose to make that a priority. And because the apartments aren't where their house is, they don't care about the apartments. Which sounds very real. That's probably the case. So we've been here for a couple of years, and we just don't have water pressure. It's quite frustrating. It makes cleaning the dishes harder. It actually, I think we probably use more water because we have less pressure for simple things that would be easier if we had water pressure. I don't know where I'm supposed. I definitely know that I take much longer showers because it takes more and it takes longer for me to actually wash off the soap because we don't have adequate water pressure. Hi, Lord Portico. Yeah, the water pressure sucks. I definitely... it wouldn't have made a difference to where we ended up moving when we were looking for this place. We had two options, and this one was chosen because of location, because it's closer to work. The other one I think was actually slightly cheaper, and we would have had laundry in the unit. And now I'm wondering if maybe we should have gone there instead, because we would have had better water pressure and laundry in the unit, and so might have been worth it, but I don't know what the internet would have been like there. And that place, while it's also in the mountains, floods more often. You used to live between the hospital and a huge YMCA. You had crazy high water pressure. Too high. Oh. Even with the California rated low flow shower head, which actually does make it feel more like a shower, the water still does not reach the far end of the tub. Not that I want it like spraying on the wall, but it's just, we would love to have like a massaging shower head or something like that. We don't have the pressure to support that. We actually have a massaging shower head that we bought and had installed in the previous place and brought it with us, and it's been sitting in a cupboard because we don't have enough water pressure to use it. So we have low flow internet and low flow water. It's partly because we live in one of the highest elevations in town, which helps when it's flooding because we don't flood. I was going the wrong way. Because I don't have a map that shows me how to go. I mean, I guess I do have a map. Oh, it's just one big snake. Okay. I forgot I had come through this little area here. Hey, look. More stuff that I missed. Plus, I've been talking instead of paying attention to the game. Oh, I wasn't even going to check for loot. I was just going the wrong way. I didn't think it was the right way. I just didn't realize it was backtracking on where I had already been. Also, Portico, did you manage to... I don't want to bring up any traumas or anything, but did you manage to get the word processor to do what you want? Or did you give up on that and you haven't returned to it yet? The game is so good. I enjoy it. Oh yeah, Portico's been having a recalcitrant word processing software. Not earn your pizza. Sayuri, have a good game. I hope that everybody connects well and that nobody dies, except evil NPCs that are targeted for killing. But I hope you have fun. Speaking of priests, I recently downloaded the Final Fantasy XIV free trial, and I, of course, am a white mage start in that game because it's elemental magic, and of course that's what I picked. I think I'm up to like level 14. I literally started like night before last, so it's a good game so far. It's not as good as Mass Effect, but I just want to make lecture notes where all the bullet... Yes! Bullet points not lining up is annoying. Murky Slop worse? Just couldn't hold... Murky Slop worse. Couldn't hold a format for more than 3 lines. I've never heard of Affinity Publisher Mobius. Is it an expensive software? Not that I could use it at work. We're not trusted to decide what software we want to use at work. Wow, I'm like super grumbly, like bitter old man today. I'm not that old. Heck, I'm still 41 for another 2 hours. Good for... I don't know what DTP is. I would love to have you explain that. DTP stuff, not expensive, but fairly decent and easier to use. You thought you were older than me? Oh, desktop publishing. Thank you. I don't know how old you are, Portico, but yeah, I turn 42 tomorrow. I am a year older than Eric. Or 6 months older than Eric. Just turned 40 in August. Who's shooting where? Where is the shooty shoot? Ah. It's still young, you're 45. 45's not old. Or not too much older. My older brother is 44. My older brother's 44. I never actually thought of it that way. My younger brother would be 38 this year in November. Apparently this year is the answer to life, universe, and everything? Is that how it works? When you turn 42, you automatically are the answer to life, the universe, and everything? Suppose I must get out.
Securing point.
Mentally, though, 12. Only if you know where your towel is. I know where my towel is. It has my name on it. It has since I was a child of 4 in Hawaii. When we had to bring a towel to Garten for nap time. You were expected to lay down on a towel and fall asleep. And I truly do not understand that. I most certainly never managed to actually fall asleep. I could not understand how anybody fell asleep. Like, how do you lay down and fall asleep in less than an hour and a half? And I was 4 and couldn't fall asleep during nap time. So that tells you a bit about how easy it is for me to fall asleep today. Alright. You're difficult to hit. You've got good cover spots, but I'm still gonna get you. I'm gonna get you. Hi there. If I shoot at you, will you... Thank you. fall asleep, you can do stay asleep. See, I don't have any problem staying asleep. But falling asleep is difficult. Actually, though, the last period of time during the Panini, I have been able to fall asleep much better. But I also, at some point, started just putting on VODs of Eric's streams and falling asleep to those. So,
biohazard materials present throughout facility. Virtual intelligence user interface offline.
We'll need to get the reactors back online.
Uh-huh. Biohazard. Oh. So I've been just falling asleep to whatever Eric happens to be talking about, which is surprisingly, I've heard it before, so I don't concentrate on what he's saying, and it's just the sound of somebody's voice, and usually pretty low, and I fall asleep to that pretty. Whereas if it was like an audiobook or something, I would be listening to the book instead of like letting it lull me to sleep. You want Eric to read bedtime stories? I think I struggled to fall asleep last night, but I think it was because just before bed, I saw Eric's update about Punky, and I was thinking about that. Yeah. I mean, we all know that time is limited there, but Assault train. Melee damage. Increases weapons damage. Go there. Our boy Caden. You're gonna bump up in lift because you can get advanced lift. And Tali. Armor. Yes. I don't know. Okay. They just gave me a medical kit. These things are gonna shoot me after I go past them. They're gonna shoot me back.
Why are the turrets facing the wrong way?
They want to keep their people in as much as they want to keep others out.
Hello, upgrade kit. I will take you. Sledgehammer. Storage locker. Thank you for letting me know that it was a non-spoiler reminder to save. To save regular. I will save, assuming that... I mean, it has been a while since I saved. I do need to make a save emote of my own at some point, because I do forget to save. But I don't know what that emote should look like. Oh yeah, I forgot the quick save key. It's not Q.
Form up.
It's F5? Nope. I don't know what it is. F6? Oh, maybe it doesn't work because I can't currently save, but I'm going to double check what it is. F5. It just wasn't quick saving because I can't save. Actually, I did start work on my own save icon, or save emote. I was making it myself. It is
Hostile contact.
modeled after the early Ultima games that I've been playing. So I may actually turn it into an actual emote at some point. It will be, if I do, it'll be the very first one I've ever made myself. And thanks to Lord Portico, we have a Disco Thulu emote on the way. I've actually ordered Disco Thulu.
What was that?
Animals, wind. This place is in bad shape.
Oh dear. Disco Thulu. No, what? I don't want to. No bugs. Why bugs? I thought the Rachni were dead. Weren't the Rachni dead? Dead to the point that I didn't remember that they had ever been described to us.
Maybe someone in the labs knows.
Yeah, Disco Thulu. So when we were playing this, and we came across the intelligent plant thing that had tentacles, we were talking about how it was very Cthulhu-esque, but then also it was we were talking about disco at the same time. So Disco Thulu became a thing in chat, and I thought it was a really good emote idea. So there is a Disco Thulu. This went Starship Troopers real bad. Officially, they were classed as dead, yes? Yeah, the Thorian. The Thorian-inspired Disco Thulu chat. And so I have a Disco Thulu emote being made. I don't have a date exactly on when it'll be available, but when it is, it'll be, I think, it'll be a bits tier emote. Because I don't have any regular emote slots open anymore. But we will have that come. Do I really want to open the door when I hear stealing from bugs? Waiting for the bugs to jump out at me. They're giving me medical kits. That is not a good sign. Wait, who's shooting at what? Where did that soldier come from? Did it come out of that body?
I think we got him, Commander.
Wait, that's Caden.
A bit nippy.
Did that bug just eat Caden? Where did that bug come from? Bugs are attacking my boyfriend. I can't have that. Codex entry. Ipsen vehicle. Disruptor torpedoes. See the channel / Grove on the. Bro. This thing? That's where it came from? Yeah, it's a torpedo entry, Portico. Going to read it. Going to read. I'm going to read. Going to read. Going to read. Weapons. Disruptor torpedoes. Disruptor torpedoes are powered projectiles with warheads that create random and unstable mass effect fields when triggered. These fields warp spacetime in a localized area. The rapid asymmetrical mass changes cause the target to rip itself apart. In flight, torpedoes use a mass-increasing field, making them too massive for enemy kinetic barriers to repulse. This extra mass gives torpedoes very sluggish acceleration, making them easy prey for defensive Guardian weapons. So torpedoes have to be launched at very close range. Torpedoes are the main anti-ship weapon used by fighters. They are launched from point-blank range in ripple fire waves, reminiscent of the ancient Calliope rocket artillery launchers, thus their popular nicknames Callies. By saturating defensive Guardian systems with multiple targets, at least a few will get through. You're definitely a disrupting torpedo. Alright. Moving in.
The appeal of winter wears thin very quickly.
No, it does not. The appeal of winter does not wear thin until mid-February in Minnesota. I love winter. I was talking earlier, I was about to say, we're getting closer to the time when snow will become possible in Southern Virginia, but snow isn't really possible here, doesn't happen here until like February-ish.
A backup power system, Shepard. Must be for the station mainframe.
We could probably get it back online.
The first year that I lived here,
Virtual intelligence user interface offline. Manual boot required.
Alright. Of course. The first year that I was here, after having lived in Minnesota for like a decade, you definitely have asymmetric mass change. The first year that I was here, I just could not. I kept waiting for winter to happen. And then I realized it was March, and winter was already over. And I was like, but winter never happened. And that, honestly, that's been the same way every year. Like, wait for winter, and then winter doesn't happen. Because I want winter to start in, like, November and end in, like, April. And I want, like, snow the entire time. I blame living in Hawaii as a child on my desire for I blame my desire for snow. Wait, I don't understand. Why was I down there? There was only one thing I could click on. I blame my desire for snow on living in Hawaii as a child and seeing everything talking about how wonderful snow is and never getting to actually experience snow until we moved to Virginia, and then it was never much. So that's why I always want to know. The VI core appears inoperational. You can attempt to manually reconfigure the databanks or use Omnigel to repair the damaged system. I will attempt manual activation. Memory core 1 damaged. Transfer module stack to core 2 or 3 to reactivate. The shutdown button module. Ow. This is... guess we're moving it to Core 3. This is a very classic, like, it didn't even tell me the rules and I know what I'm doing.
It looks like you're trying to restore this facility. Would you like help?
This is Clippy! We just reactivated Clippy! It looks like you're trying to restore this facility. Would you like help? That's exactly what Clippy says! When you're trying to write something in Microsoft Word.
You're the virtual intelligence that runs this place?
This system is monitored to respond to the name Mira. May I ask your name?
Commander Shepard. I work for the Citadel's Special Tactics and Reconnaissance.
One moment, please. Council authority confirmed. You are entitled to secure access of all systems. Please note that queries relating
I
to
didn't see
corporate
the third
secrets
chat
require
option.
privileged access. Privileged access is only available to Binary Helix executives. This system is ready to process queries. You may access me at any holographic interface within Peak 15.
I need to find Matriarch Benezia.
Lady Benezia departed on the passenger tramway
crap, a
to the
pop-up.
Rift Station subsidiary labs. User alert. The tramway system is currently inoperable.
What's the situation here?
One moment, please. Diagnostics in progress. Critical failure. Main reactor shut down in accordance with emergency containment procedures. Manual restart required. Critical failure. Landline connections are disabled. Passenger tram systems are offline. Report complete. Do you have an additional system status query?
Do you know why the reactor was shut down?
I'm sorry, but I was offline at the time. Shutdown could occur if reactor breach seems likely, or in the case of catastrophic laboratory containment failure. Emergency guidelines suggest the frigid environment will kill biological contagions. It may also damage mechanical ones.
Turn off
Mechanical
the heat
contagion.
and hope the cold puts whatever you've unleashed to sleep. Nice.
I hate the hologram design. What's with all the extra line? Nobody should design a hologram that way. They're not necessary. And they're disturbing.
What do I need to do to get the power back on?
The valves to the Helium-3 fuel line must be opened. This can be done at the controls on the reactor assembly proper.
Alright. About the landline.
What are the landlines, and why are they disabled?
The landlines connect my mainframes here at Central Station to the various sub-facilities of Peak 15. This allows the crew to remotely access my databases from the comfort and security of their labs. When emergency protocols were implemented within the hot labs, the cabling was automatically ejected.
How do I reconnect the landlines?
The landlines are designed for easy reconnection. The router for the landlines is on the roof of operations.
On the roof.
Simply activate the
Great.
controls and the hardware will reconnect and reboot automatically.
Tell me what happened here.
I'm sorry, but I need a more specific query.
Tell me what occurred immediately before you shut down.
Stage 1 alert issued at Hot Labs. Contaminants released from Laboratory Pod Gamma. Emergency protocols implemented. Stage 2 alert issued at Hot Labs. Isolation 2 breached. Tram shut down. Landline to Hot Labs
Somebody was
disconnected.
studying bugs.
Stage 3 alert issued locally. Contaminants in tram tunnels. Station shutdown and evacuation initiated. Code Omega sent.
What sort of contaminants escaped?
Bugs.
I'm sorry, Commander. Inquiries related to our research require privileged access. Only executives of Binary Helix have that level of clearance.
The creatures we've encountered here, did they come from the labs?
I'm sorry, Commander. Inquiries related to our research require privileged
Uh-huh.
access. Only executives of Binary Helix have that level of clearance.
Why were you taken offline?
In the event, Peak 15 must be sterilized for security purposes. My program and data are purged.
They kill you if something goes wrong?
My systems are
Yeah,
permanently disabled. To be killed, I would need to be alive. I am merely a database program.
It's basically a confirmation that the creatures, the bugs, are escaped research.
That's all I need right now.
Very well, Commander. Logging you out.
Ask
User
me
alert. Main reactor shut down in accordance with emergency containment procedures. Manual restart required.
Okay.
User alert. Landline connections are disabled. Passenger trams are offline.
Yes. Let's elevator to roof. Go up the ladder to the, or we can elevator to tram. Elevator to cafeteria. Elevator to reactor. First. Novaria, reconnect landline. Novaria, reactor repair. Tracking down Matriarch Benezia. She has gone to the Rift Station facility. Accessed via the passenger tram. I think we do the reactor first. Wrong. Somehow I'm thinking that I have the wrong weapon equipped for dealing with what we're going to. Shotgun seems like it might work for those little.
User alert. Main reactor shut down in accordance with emergency
Ah, you
containment
said that already.
procedures. Manual restart required.
We're inside an iceberg? Inside a
User
glacier?
alert. Landline connections are disabled.
Means I can't see the
Passenger
snow.
trams are offline.
Alright, Mira, that's gonna get really annoying.
Now entering main reactor. User alert. Main reactor shut down in accordance with emergency containment procedures.
Flippy, shut up!
Required.
Alright. Here we go. Go into the wild yonder.
User alert. Main reactor
We're not actually
shut
going
down
into the
in
wild
accordance
yonder?
with
I don't
emergency
understand why I said
containment
that.
procedures. Manual restart
That a
required.
chat?
User alert. Land
Huh. Dead end hallway.
line connections are disabled. Passenger trams are offline.
Heck. Right? Let me go back to the weapon that I want. Because those were not the bugs.
Main reactor shut down in accordance with emergency containment procedures. Manual restart required. User alert. Landline connections are disabled. Passenger trams are offline.
That's what I wanted. I wanted to revive them, and I forgot which button it was. Okay. waiting to be shot. I will shoot them dead, I will. I will shoot all of the things ahead. Till they're good and dead. Till they're good and dead. I don't know why.
Procedures. Manual restart required.
Fiddler on the Roof music.
User alert. Landline connections are disabled. Passenger trams are offline.
Incidentally, tonight is the Tony Award. And I may actually be able to watch them this year. I haven't been able to watch them for a number of years because we haven't had like normal like network television, like over the air television for quite a while, and there's not an easy way to watch that kind of stuff with
User alert. Main reactor shut down in accordance
with
with
just
emergency
internet
containment
access?
procedures. Manual restart
But
required.
since I have CBS All Access this year, I would hope that I can
User
watch the
alert.
Tonys this.
Landline connections are disabled. Passenger trams are offline.
Although I don't know what they're going to be like this year, since last year there hasn't really been a whole lot of live theater for them to give awards to. This class, what happens when we do not carefully check every student for lice. Now get in line. I don't know why I came up here. It just seemed like the thing to do. Scheiße! When did I save?
User alert. Main reactor shut down in accordance with emergency containment procedures.
Apparently it automatically
Manual restart
saved
required.
after Clippy showed up.
User alert. Landline connections are disabled. Passenger trams are offline.
Alright. Let's try this once more. With feeling.
Now entering main reactor.
Cadence
User
stretching.
alert. Main reactor shut down in accordance with emergency containment procedures. Manual restart required.
I mean, I don't think there's gonna be less death.
User alert. Main reactor shut down.
Hopefully
in
less
accordance
death.
With emergency containment procedures. Manual restart required.
Hey.
User alert. Landline connections are disabled. Passenger trams are offline.
Scheiße! I knew they were there and they got me. I'm also disabled. I just want to be able to shoot. There we go. I was apparently hiding against the wall and it wouldn't let me shoot.
User alert. Main reactor shut down in accordance with emergency containment procedures. Manual restart required. Alert. Landline connections are disabled. Passenger trams are offline.
Hayden, what are you shooting at?
User alert. Main reactor shut down in accordance with emergency containment procedures. Manual restart required. User alert. Landline
Where'd it go?
are disabled.
Where did it go?
Passenger trams are offline.
Stop running, you cowardly stalker! Get back here for the death you deserve! Oh jeez, I don't like these things too much. Stop jumping around, you silly butt! Okay. This time we tried down.
User alert. Main reactor shut down
See
in accordance with
what's
emergency
around,
containment.
take a look at things. Where is it? I think that's the guy that killed me last time. If I make... Can we make less geth? If I make less, you mean shoot the ones that... Yeah. We certainly can, yes.
User alert. Main reactor shut
Just
down
shooting-
in accordance
Oh,
with
just
emergency
showing me its good
containment
side.
procedures. Manual restart required.
Yeah, I know I'm supposed to do that, but not yet. I have to go
User
upstairs
alert.
and investigate.
Landline connections are disabled. Passenger trams are offline.
That. Yes, sniper rifle. This time, there's no giant geth behind this door.
User alert. Main reactor shut down in accordance with emergency
Really?
containment procedures.
This entire
Manual
room was
restart
just to have me
required.
ambushed by a geth because I chose to take...
User alert. Landline connections are disabled. Passenger
Yes,
trams
Mira.
are
You can
offline.
shut the fuck up. I am aware of what the problems are. I am actively working to correct those problems. Somebody shut Clippy up. Fuel lines fixed. At least with Clippy, you could push the no
User
button.
alert. Landline connections are disabled. Passenger trams are offline.
Check landlines. Get safe. Geth, Rachni, and everybody wants to be shot by me. Don't know why, and time for the elevator to go down. Or apparently the elevator's going up. I don't even remember which direction it. Aiden.
User alert. Landline connections are disabled. Passenger trams are offline.
They really want you to do that. Like, and the thing. Roof is normally above. So there's the cafeteria, and there's the reactor. We've been to the reactor. There's the elevator to the roof, and the elevator to the tram. feel like we should go to the cafeteria. Unless we come from the cafeteria? Is that where we came from initially? Otherwise, I need to go to the cafeteria. Because it's the only thing I don't have a reason to go to. We must have come from the cafeteria, right?
User alert. Landline connections are disabled. Passenger trams are offline.
Yeah, we came from here.
The appeal of winter wears thin very quickly.
A bit nippy.
Well, it's time to go up the ladder to... Except it's probably an elevator, not a ladder. But... I think in Songlir, so... Kind of... Steps? Can be bugs.
User alert. Landline connections are disabled. Now exiting to the roof. User alert. Landline connections are disabled. Passenger trams are offline.
Making me put my gun away when we go into an elevator, and I'm like, no! I could be attacked in the elevator. By Rachni! Don't you know that bugs attack you inside elevators? That's kind of how space bugs work.
User alert. Landline connections are disabled. Passenger trams are offline.
Is it? Is that all the space? We have completed the repairs to Peak 15. It's not a roof. We're still inside an ice cave. I don't get to watch the snow. The gondola ride is back up.
Connections restored. Processing new data. User alert. Unable to connect to hot lab facilities.
Explain.
What's this about loose contaminants?
Dangerous biological agents are present in the tramway decontamination chamber. The tram station has been sealed in the interest of crew safety. Activation of the fail-safe plasma jets is recommended prior to access.
Okay.
How do I activate the failsafe system?
Controls for the fail-safe systems are located in the security checkpoint outside decontamination.
Okay.
User alert. The fail-safe system is currently
No!
inoperable.
Don't start! No!
Tell me what happened here.
I'm sorry, but I need a more specific query.
Give me a status report on the hot labs.
I am sorry. The network connections to the labs have been damaged. Data is limited.
You have no idea what's going on inside.
I'm afraid not. My last log entry is shortly after the Stage 2 containment alert was sounded.
Give me an overview of the facility.
The hot labs isolate dangerous biological or cybernetic contaminants during development. The complex is built within a glacier, In the event of an accident, it can be irradiated and sunk into the ice.
That seems extreme.
What's the status of Rift Station?
Rift Station has been locked down by the staff. There are presently no contaminants within the facility.
Give me a status report on the hot labs.
I am sorry. The network connections to the labs.
The water
have
in
been
the Pirates of
damaged.
the Caribbean
Data
ride is
limited.
really dirty. I totally believe that.
That's all I need right now.
Hydrate
Very well,
and
Commander.
stretch.
Logging you out.
Posture. Thank you, Lord Portico. Stretchy stretch. As my back pops. Whew. Feel it in my fingers. Posture. I actually have water for hydration today. It's not what I'm drinking out of the mug, but it's for hydration. Before stream, I actually, like a half hour before stream started, I took some Excedrin because I felt hungover. I didn't have any alcohol, but I felt hungover. I'm feeling much better now. I think the Excedrin to get rid of the headache and the large glass of water with the Excedrin to help with hydration is making a difference. Also, just this game is a lot of fun. Well, we're gonna have to fix something. Surprisingly, Mira is not screaming at us about the user alert that is currently active. Colonel. Need to unseal the decontamination chamber in order to get to the trams. Mira might be able to help. I thought asked her everything. Did you sufficiently nutrition yourself yesterday? Whopping headache because you forgot to eat. I had brunch at 1 p.m. and then I had some dinner around 7:30.
Online, connected to subsidiary facilities. How may I assist you?
That's pretty typical.
What's this about loose contaminants?
Dangerous biological agents are present in the tramway decontamination chamber. The tram station has been sealed in the interest of crew safety. Activation of the fail-safe
Yes,
plasma
I do
jets
that.
is recommended prior to access.
How do I activate the failsafe system?
Controls for the fail-safe systems are located in the security checkpoint outside decontamination. User alert. The fail-safe system is currently inoperable.
How do I fix that?
What would it take to get the decon failsafes operating again?
There is a hardware fault in the control system. This can be repaired on-site using a standard Omni tool.
Unlock the decontamination chamber.
User alert. Contaminants are present within the decontamination chambers. Passage is not recommended.
How do I get rid of the contaminants?
The chamber is equipped with a fail-safe system which
I'm
vents
stuck in a
5,000
loop.
degree Kelvin plasma. This is sufficient to sterilize any potential contagion. Unfortunately, the fail-safe system is disabled at this time.
What's the problem?
There is a hardware fault in the control system. This can be repaired on-site using a standard Omni tool.
Yes.
Tell me what happened here.
I'm sorry, but I need a more specific query.
That's all I need.
I
right
mean,
now.
I always
Very
have
well,
cravings for
Commander.
less nourishing
Logging you
option.
out.
Alright. Yes, I need to fix... I don't know where I need to go to fix it! Control system. Where's the control system? I'm heading towards the trams. I'll see if I can find the control system once I reach that way. And the universe ends because of a poorly designed go-to loop. I'm going to take the elevator to the trams. Hopefully this is the right way to go. Also,
Now entering decontamination and transit hub.
I should probably change
User
weapons.
Alert. Loose contaminants in the decontamination chamber. Access to passenger tramways inadvisable.
Let me switch. Let's see, what should I use? Sniper rifle's not great against Arachna. I think assault rifle. I like the more rapid rate of fire.
They're locked in.
I could bypass the door. It looks like the trams to the subsidiary stations are beyond it.
Alrighty. First, I'm gonna open these. And
Control group losing them. They're in. Can't escape. The tunnels now. We're sorry. The leads couldn't get to the struct. Get out while you can.
He killed himself because he was part of whatever happened here?
He must have felt that there was no hope of surviving. That killing himself would be easier.
oh, this is complicated. I don't like it. I hate complicated Frogger. Well, those bugs are gone.
Online. Connected to subsidiary facilities. How may I assist you?
Tell me what happened here.
Yeah,
I'm sorry, but I need a more specific
I
query.
don't need that loop. Thank you.
That's all I need right now.
Very well, Commander. Logging you out.
You're shooting at. Freaking bugs. Scheiße. I knew they were there. I just thought they were going to be the big ones. And then they turned out to be the little green ones and they scared the heck out of me. I don't know if you saw it, but I totally jumped and I had like chills down my entire body. All right. Forward. I want to see out the windows. I want the snow. See what we've got up ahead. Is the tramway? Anybody leave bags? Tram to Rift Station. All aboard! All aboard the tram to Rift Station. Departing now. Bing, bing. Bing, bing. Doors closing.
Departing Central Station. Destination, Rift Station.
I just want elevator. Is that too much to give me the wonderful, wonderful Citadel elevator music during
Now
transition
arriving
scene?
at Rift Station. Helix Research Facility.
Alright, I believe we have arrived. Health is not way up. Apparently, I had a violent ride on the tram. I apparently took damage on the train. Hot Labs, Science Station. This place is pretty big. Restricted area, scientist barracks, quarantine lab. I assume this door's not gonna work. Emergency exit only. Can't go to the hot lab, that door is locked, so I guess go to the beds. I'm just gonna stand in the elevator and creepily look at you, Katie. Acknowledge me. Hello, Captain Ventralis.
Stand down.
Help.
Sorry, we couldn't be sure what was on the tram.
Can they run a train?
Can those things work a train's controls?
Hell if I know. I'm not assuming any goddamn thing. Look, you're human and that's enough that I won't shoot, but I'd like to know who you are.
My name is Shepard. I'm a Spectre.
Huh. I won't look a heavily armed horse in the mouth. The aliens overran the hot labs last week. Only Han Olar got out, and he ain't all there anymore. First we knew the bastards were clawing into my command post. We had a lot more staff then.
You were taken by surprise and had civilians to protect. You did a good job, Captain.
Yeah? Sure as hell doesn't feel like it. The board sent an Asari to clean up the mess. She went to the hot labs yesterday. We haven't heard from her since.
She's why I'm here.
She's still over there?
I don't know. I don't see what one person could do. There's an emergency elevator out by the trams. This card will let you activate it. Can take you down to the hot labs. Oh, and if you need any first aid, Dr. Cohen's downstairs in the med bay.
Ooh, investigation. Tell me about this.
Tell me about Rift Station.
I can't talk about everything. What do you need to know?
Tell me about the defenses here.
Secure enough that you shouldn't poke in corners.
I was just impressed with your operation. Being able to weather a week of assaults is no mean feat.
Only the best get assigned to high-security facilities like this. What impresses me most is the turrets, alarms, and cameras. They're all routed through a central location out by the quarantine labs. One guy can lock down the whole facility. The security hub's the last logical fallback, and we'd have cover from the turrets all the way.
What kind of research is done here?
Beats me. I'm not supposed to know. So long as people don't start dying, it's not my problem.
What can you tell me about the aliens?
Ask Dr. Olar. He's the only one who made it out of the hot labs. He's the only Volus left in here.
The Volus? The first we've had mention of them.
I need to know more about the situation in the hot labs.
The facility's off the network. The only way to find out would be to send scouts down the elevator, and I won't send my people to their death.
Did the aliens come from inside the facility, or did they attack from outside?
You want my personal opinion? Labs like that exist to do stupid crap that gets people killed.
Yes.
Tell me about the structure of the hot labs.
It's built into one of the glaciers further down the mountain. Real old, thick, stable one. Something goes wrong, they heat it up and sink it into the ice. Normally the crew gets to the labs using a tram from Central Station. We've got an elevator that connects directly, but it's for emergency use only. Listen, I'm not sending my people down there. It's too dangerous. You understand?
Sure, but you'll send me.
You're certain the matriarch is still in the hot labs?
She hasn't come back here. You came through Central Station, so she ain't there.
How are your people holding up?
We weren't expecting the initial wave. They made it inside. We lost some good people. Those of us left are short-handed. We've kept order by long shifts and stems. I don't like it, but I don't see an alternative.
I've got work to do.
Yeah, I hear that.
Uh-oh.
Hell! Man the perimeter! Look out!
That was expected, actually.
Thanks for the help. Every few hours, a group comes up the tram tunnel. It's actually better since we locked down the elevator.
I'll do whatever I can.
I don't know why they keep throwing themselves against our defenses. Even animals should learn not to stick their noses where it hurts.
+2 Paragon points. I can talk to the ERCS guard. But before I do anything else, I need a quick bio. So, I'm gonna throw up the be right back, and I will be right back. So you need a quick break. Go and get some beverage, a snack. Take a quick bio break yourself. I will be back in just a couple of minutes. Okay, I am back. Welcome back to. Hopefully, you had a quick break of your own. Let me pop into. There's an update. All right, we're supposed to go to the hot lab. Talk to this guard real quick.
I'd kill for a P204. Just hold down the trigger and zap. Hallway full of flash-boiled bugs.
That actually doesn't sound like a bad idea. That's like some of the other areas. I have to go through here first because the other way is where we're supposed to go. That's how this works. up here. Hello? Let me interact. Let me interact! All looks the same. Hey! People that aren't shooting at me. Quarantine and barracks. Should probably go after sick scientist.
Where did they come from? Were they in the lab? I never went in the high security areas.
You're not gonna go to the hot labs, are you?
Yes?
That stain in the corner is where Ellie died. I wanted to ask her out, but I never... Look at the guard over there. Look at his hands. See them twitching? If the bugs don't get us, one of Ventralis's people is gonna flip out and kill us. You're not gonna go to the hot labs, are you?
My contract was up. I was going home. They'll be coming for me. I know they will. That matriarch's dead. Everyone's dead over there. I tried to tell her, but she pressed down on my brains.
Pressed down on my brains?
Where did they come from? Were they in the lab? I never went in the high security areas.
Maybe I was supposed to come this way. Dialogue certainly like stuff I should encounter first.
What?
You're a member of the science teams?
Recently transferred, yes.
What do you do here?
Molecular genetics. I specialize in biotic-enhanced allele-specific hybridization.
Talk about the bugs. Tell me about the bugs.
Think you could translate that into galactic?
It's a genetic thing. Forget it.
Honestly, that wasn't actually a very difficult sentence to understand. Which is why I went with that instead of that was over my head.
You seem less upset at this situation than the others.
That is one of the virtues of the meditation you interrupted.
Tell me about yourself.
I am Alestia Ialis from the University of Arraeus. Is there anything in particular you want to know, or should I just spout random facts?
Random facts sound great.
Did I interrupt something?
I was meditating. I suppose to a species as brash as yours, it would appear to be inattention.
Do you know Matriarch Benezia?
Do you know President Huerta of Earth? I did not think so.
Benezia passed through here. You didn't see her?
I saw her. You asked if I knew her. I do not.
You certainly seem like you're hiding something,
That's all for now.
but I'll wait to
Then
kill you
I
until
will
later.
Return to my meditations.
Science pukes. Should just bug out and leave them to die. Their fault anyway. Bug out. What the hell are you looking at? You want me to use this? The company sent up a bunch of Damasari. I can't even kill bugs.
What? That was uncalled for.
Pukes. Should just bug out and leave them to die. All their fault anyway. Bug out.
Uncertain. I welcome you. Cautiously, I am curious to know what you're doing here.
Uncertain and cautious. Those are good.
I was sent here to find an Asari matriarch.
Surprised? One has visited recently. Furtively. There are rumors she has gone to the hot lab. For now.
Yeah, that guard would not survive the attempt.
Here. I still have a limited supply of equipment to sell.
Ooh, you're running a store? Show me.
Let's have a look.
Regretfully, most of my stock is being appropriated by Captain Ventralis.
I mean, I'm not really actually going to buy anything, but I had to see if you had any licenses for sale. And you don't, so I'm not interested. Thank you, though. Dr. Palin.
What? No!
Sorry, I haven't had much sleep since the attack. Is there something you need?
Lots of investigation! Ask about Benezia first.
I'm looking for an Asari.
Asari? Well, there's Dr. Ayalis over there.
Yeah, she's a bit rude.
There's also our guest, Lady Benezia. Captain Ventralis might know where she is.
What sort of work do you do here?
I can't say. I signed a non-disclosure agreement. If we survive, I'd like to keep my job. The location is terrible, but the pay is better than any other commercial lab.
You're not happy on Peak 15?
The outside world doesn't exist here, just walls of ice and rock. There's only the work, the discovery. It's easy to forget why science is guided by ethics. Maybe we're paying for that now.
What do you know about the hot labs?
Nothing, I didn't work there. As far as I know, Han Olar was the only survivor.
Is he in the medical ward?
No, he's staying in the science team's quarters. Be gentle with him. He had a trying experience.
What do you do here?
I'm a toxicologist. I can't talk about my work. Not that I'm doing anything since the accident.
Accident?
There was an accident here?
Pray
I
tell.
can't talk about what happened. Not here. Too public.
Where should I meet?
Talk to Dr. Cohen in the medical ward. He was the project lead.
How are you holding up?
It would be petty to complain after showering off a coworker's brain. None of us have had enough sleep since the attack. Of course, not all of us have guns.
I'll talk to you later.
Remember to report any suspicious noises.
Okay. Guard gonna be, yes.
Got a smoke? We're all out. Been counting your kills? I'm up to 24. Krogan, Hanar, these things. Doesn't matter what color they are, or how many legs they have. We're all out to screw.
No, you insult the Hanar.
Got a smoke? We're all out.
Medical. There. Pretty. Don't know exactly where I should be going. But that's to the medical bay. Restricted area. A medical. I like the idea of going to the restricted area, but once we talk to the...
This system is online and ready to provide emergency services.
Think you could run that equipment for us?
Certainly, Commander. One moment, please.
Make grunting noises, as though you're feeling uncomfortable. Or, like, sick. Like, just get into it. You feel awful, intestinal, and make those kind of noises. Alright, talk to Zev Cohen here.
What do you want?
Were they attacked by the aliens?
They're suffering from a toxin. There was an accident. I have a non-disclosure agreement. I shouldn't discuss it with anyone outside of the company.
But you're going to, because I might be able to help.
And I'd like to think that the company finds our lives more valuable than their
They
secrets.
don't.
You know Mira, the VI for Peak 15? She handles the safety protocols for our experiments here.
Ah?
Makes sense. She seems to regulate everything else up here.
We lost the connection to Mira in the middle of an experiment and the quarantine failed. These three were exposed to a toxin, something we were working on.
I understand your caution, but I need details. What you say won't go beyond these walls.
It's a bioweapon, based on an exotic life form discovered on the frontier. They wanted something that could kill the creature, but there was no profit in something that kills one species on the frontier. We kept working on it and adapted it to affect more species.
Bioweapon.
Thoros B is
Of
highly
course.
infectious, but can't pass from one person to another, like a biowar attack without a pandemic spread. Militaries, governments, They'll get this kind of
Why
weapon
are
one
you
way or
developing
another,
something
and we're
like
trying
that?
to limit the damage.
That's
I
no.
know you can't see that.
No, you're right. I cannot see that.
There's a reason the Citadel conventions forbid bioweapons, Doctor.
I didn't expect you'd understand.
I should
I
just
know
drop
Jimmy
you
Carter
all into the
trapped in
ice.
the quarantine labs. Captain Ventralis doesn't want to risk more contamination.
Is he right to keep people out?
No, the toxin has a brief period of viability. After that, it breaks down into simple protein chains. But he won't listen to me.
I'll talk to him. Maybe I can convince him to let me try.
I can't ask you to do this officially, but if you can do anything, I'd appreciate it.
What will it take to get the cure for these people?
The quarantine labs are near the science team's quarters. Once you're in there, look for our notes. It should just be a matter of following our processes.
How's the science team holding up?
Better than Ventralis' guards. They've been on alert since the
I
first
don't really want to help them. I just want to, like, murder them all for creating the bioweapons in the first place. But,
Getting twitchy, irrational.
like, remember Deep
Are you
Space
the doctor
Nine
here?
and the issue with the harvesters and how they were going to kill everybody with knowledge of them so that they couldn't be recreated?
Not first aid.
I kind of feel like that should be done
The
here,
medic, Dr.
but
Sala, but we lost him. The automatics can handle basic treatment. Mira runs them.
Talk to you later.
I hope you can do something.
we are playing Paragon, so I should try to help. Despite their idiocy working on these weapons. What did they expect when they were going to work on these weapons? Worse. It backfired. Well, for Warrant. Ask Ventralis for permission to enter the quarantine lab. Alright. Ventralis? I need to go back there. Save the Elcor, then wipe them out. Yes, we can't leave the Elcor. And also, if there's a Hanar in here somewhere, we need to save them. I don't know if there is, but definitely have to save the Hanar if there are any about. Means I have to explore the area to find out if there are Hanar. This mark. Oh, Captain Ventralis is down there. Why isn't Captain Ventralis in Captain Ventralis' office?
Something you need?
I've heard about the problems in the quarantine lab. I'd like to recover the toxin cure.
God, I wish we could help those guys. I really do, but we can't risk contamination now.
We're not part of your defense plans. We're consuming extra rations, extra Medigel.
Yeah, but you also have extra guns. All right, you want to gamble with your life, you're not under my command. I'll have the guard let you in, but he'll lock the door behind you. He'll run a full scan before he'll let you out. If there are any anomalies, you stay in there.
Alright.
Those are reasonable precautions.
I'll radio ahead to let the guard know. Good luck.
I've got work to do.
You and me both.
Alright. So... make it cute. I feel like I should do this before the Matriarch Benizia stuff. I have a suspicion. The Matriarch Benizia stuff is actually going to make me leave this place. And that while this isn't listed as a side mission, this is really a side mission. If there is one, save the Hanar and Elcor, then drop a nuke from orbit. Yeah. Mentioning the word save, I should probably save the game. It's been a little bit. Alright, so now we should be able to go this way.
Warning, Watchdog protocol is active.
Over. Is this where I'm supposed to go? I don't know. Well, that did not work. Is that not where I'm supposed to go? Where am I supposed to go? Lab. I want to go there. Equipment and notes. Wait. Head to the quarantine lab, which is downstairs near the science team headquarters. First, I'm gonna come in here to the guard barracks. What there is. Haven't been in here. I could jump. I could go up there without using the stairs. How did I mess that up first? Alright. So, I'm supposed to go downstairs. I assume it will tell me when I'm supposed to go into the other areas. Quarantine and barracks. Bum 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 bum. An Olar, the little Volus you.
You came to find out about them, didn't you?
I mean, sort of?
You mean those things out there?
Yes.
They're not the reason I came here.
I'm the only survivor from the hot lab, you know.
I need to know more about those things out there.
About the Rachni?
I've heard that word before.
The Rachni are extinct.
The Krogan wiped them out 1,000 years ago.
They found it in a derelict ship. An egg. Waiting since the last battles. They brought it here.
Shut up! God, you want to get us killed?
I don't have any control over who lives or dies here. Do you?
If you're gonna be crazy, be the quiet kind.
What?
Crazy? I'm sane. God, am I sane?
I need to know everything about the Rachni.
Yeah, derelict ship, egg found, bioweapons.
We brought the Rachni back from the dead. In retrospect.
Sounds very alien. You sure they're not Weyland-Yutani employees?
I heard you were at the hot labs. How did you make it out alive?
I killed her.
What?
Doctors on Muir. We were going to lunch when the alarms went off. I ran into the tram and I closed the doors. She banged on the window once, then they sliced her to pieces. Her head came apart like a melon. I closed the door.
Oh, that's an image.
I killed her.
If you hadn't, you'd be dead too.
Of course. That is perfectly true.
Could Matriarch Benezia survive in the hot labs?
It's possible. The specimens were sensitive to
sensitive
biotics.
to biotics. Good information.
I'll be leaving now.
Manual override. There. I really hate those things.
Gotta keep the mood light. I mean, if you don't laugh, you'll... you just have to. I should have taken my vacation. No, I had to get those last few alleles nailed down. It could be worse, right? I could be one of those guys in the med bay.
This is true.
You'll do something about those things, right?
Only if you tell me about them.
Gotta keep the mood light. I mean, if you don't...
I used to have nightmares like this. Too many cheap horror vids before lights out. We were running on batteries before the connection to Central was restored.
Well, I did that for you.
I'm more afraid of the guards now. They've been getting twitchy. I used to have nightmares like this. Too many cheap horror vids before...
Where should I go? There's an elevator to the mess hall. Quarantine lab.
Before lights out.
Quarantine lab is where I'm supposed to. I'm so tempted. Hello, guard. You're gonna let me through, right?
You're not part of the crew. I have Ventralis' permission to go in there.
Yeah, he radioed. He also said you have to prove you're not contaminated to get out. You got a death wish? You should stand watches on the barricade.
What do you want? Nothing. Sorry to bother you.
Yeah, right.
Alright. Medical kit. Thank you. I will take that Metagel. Why is there a storage locker in? Boop boop. Boop. Boop boop. I did really good on that one. I really hate these things. Why is there so much Frogger in this game? Why? Tell me why! I hate Frogger. Actually, a game I played as a kid and didn't mind that much, but I hate it now. And a like circular Frogger? No, thank you. Wait, start mixing. No. Can I back out of that? Failed to make a cure. Thank you. Read the research note. We've isolated 4 chemicals that can be combined to counteract the toxin. They must be mixed in precise quantity. As each chemical is poured, the equipment will mark the minimum and maximum amount that will work. Too little or too much will spoil the result. Oh, crap. That last one's really fast. Boop. A boop. Shaboopy. Shaboop. You're created.
Your mission ends here, Shepard.
What the hell?
Uh-huh. Work for the matriarch, don't you?
What happened to Ventralis' man?
I didn't have permission to come in. He got in my way. I was ordered to eliminate you should the opportunity arise. And here you are, trapped in this lab. Weapons free!
Hi, someone shoot you. Alright. Well, he did not succeed. the cure, return it to Dr. Cohen in the infirmary. Oh, dead guard.
They came out of there.
You mean the inorganics the Asari had with her?
Venezia brought them with her.
Aha.
I need to know everything about the Rachni.
Talk!
I told you all I can. We brought the Rachni back from the dead. In retrospect, a bad
Yes, it was.
How can I get into the maintenance area?
A team lead would have access, like Dr. Cohen. He's in the medical bay.
I'll be leaving.
Alright.
Yeah.
I go to the medical bay then. Elevator to the mess hall? This way. I don't understand their motivations! Tell me the answers! The mystery is getting more mysterious every single time we play. Alright, med bay. I'm in the med bay. Talk to Dr. Cohen. Is over here? Not. Wait. Map. Down here, isn't it? Yes. I'm getting lost while I look at the map. Isn't that grand? Okay.
Is that the cure? You did it?
Yeah, I got it.
I think so. It was hard to concentrate while dodging gunfire.
You were attacked? I don't know anything about that. I hate conflict. I've never even fired anyone. I have my receptionist do it. Look, the guards, they've been more on edge since you got here. I think they were expecting you. And there are more labs in the back. The guards won't even let me back there. Just people with clearance.
What about the maintenance area? Do you have access to that?
The maintenance area? Yes. Take my pass. But there's just snow.
There's
back there.
snow?
Let me see that file. An extension on Phelps' work? I thought he was on the right track. I can't thank you enough. That... Oh, God, what a cliché. You saved their lives. Do you know that?
Oh.
Could you spare a few medical packs? They're worth their weight in gold up here.
You didn't get these for me. Ventrolis wanted them saved for his people. I need to administer this. Thanks again.
He says it and immediately says, well, that's cliche. Why did I say that? We're gonna go in the back door. Peek into the sealed maintenance area near the science team quarters and the quarantine lab. Means back downstairs, right? Fuck you. Quarantine lab. Somehow, I'm wondering if I could even get to the hot lab right now if I wanted to. This all feels like stuff I'm supposed to do before I go there. Okay. maintenance. To maintenance area. Maintenance area is restricted to authorized personnel. Well, it just let me in. No! All melty snow. I see. Apparently there are bugs. Bugs in the snow. That should make them less aggressive? Oh. Bugs don't tend to like this. Go away in the winter. Ambush waiting to happen. Boop, 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 boop. Probably, I picked up a lot of weapons. I bet I have some upgrades on me that I could use. Das? Actually, I should look. Peeking in, you've entered an unguarded back door into the sealed areas of Rift Station. Guards are not alerted to your presence. Better than when I got killed going in. Take a quick look at this assault rifle. That is better. Pulse rifle. But it doesn't have any slots. I would be giving up my ice ammo. Armageddon 9. Avalanche 9. Firestorm 9. Don't seem the greatest. Pistol. Raikou 10. Brawler 9. Edge 9. Karpov 9. Oh. Sniper rifle? Avenger. Realizer. Harpoon. Naginata. Reaper. Wow. We're just nowhere close to the HMWS R7. But I was like, look at that armor. It's so much better than what I'm wearing. And no. Wow, I'm just picking up junk, aren't I? Hey, look at that. That's better. Whip. Hey, equip it on somebody. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. One or more upgrades could not be transferred. Upgrades moved to regular inventory. I maxed on Omnigel? I should probably start using it to unlock things rather than doing the minigame. Alright. Ye olde inventory management. It is a pastime for the ages. I'm curious, do I not have... I feel like I should have enough abilities to fill all the slots, but I don't. Whatever. Matriarch Benicia? I'm not even in the hot labs. But I wanted to go to the hot labs.
You do not know the privilege of being a mother. There is power in creation. To shape a life, turn it toward happiness or despair. Her children were to be ours, raised to hunt and slay Saren's enemies. Have you faced an Asari commando unit before? Few humans have.
There's obviously no peaceful way to settle this.
I didn't save. That wasn't too hard. We have Gethsari now? What's going on? Class, this is what happens when you are forced to listen to too much jazz music. Jazz isn't bad. You not like jazz? I was in a jazz choir. We toured Brazil. Oh, gotcha. It's too much jazz trombone. That's the problem. Where are they shooting from? Them on the radar, but I do not see them. Where are you? I am coming to find you. You will die. You will die. I will make you see the sky. I don't understand why those words went together that way. Oh, there you are. Hi. Bye. What's in the fridge? What yummy, delicious thing are you making? Okie day. Hi, Destroyer. Bye, Destroyer. You're making a trip to the grocery store, apparently. Got that one. One more. Just one more. Oh, there were two of them. Just the two of them.
This is not over. Saren is unstoppable. My mind is filled with his light. Everything is clear.
Okay, I get that you're crushing on the guy, but just get over it. He clearly doesn't care about you, or he'd be here helping you.
The Rachni didn't cooperate with you. Why should I?
I will not betray him. You will... You must listen. Saren still whispers in my mind. I can fight his compulsions briefly, but the indoctrination is strong.
Why are you able to break free of his control now?
I sealed a part of my mind away from the indoctrination, saving it for a moment when I could help destroy him. It will not last long.
So you could turn on me again?
Yes, but it would not be my will, Shepard. People are not themselves around Saren. You come to idolize him, worship him. You would do anything for him. The key is Sovereign, his flagship. It is a dreadnought of incredible size, and its power is extraordinary.
Okay.
Sovereign's not like other
The ship is in charge, then?
I cannot say. The Geth did not build it. Its technology is far more advanced than that of any known species. The longer you stay aboard, the more Saren's will seems correct. You sit at his feet and smile as his words pour into you.
So he's a cult leader. Gotcha.
It was subtle at first. I thought I was strong enough to resist. Instead, I became a willing tool, eager to serve. He sent me here to find the location of the Mu relay. Its position was lost thousands of years ago.
How does something that big go missing?
4,000 years ago, a star nearby went supernova. The shockwave propelled the relay out of its system, but did not damage it. Its precise vector and speed are impossible to determine. As millennia passed, the nebula created by the nova enveloped the relay.
Yeah, a lot like brainwashing.
It is difficult to find any cold object in interstellar space, particularly something swathed in hot dust and radiation.
Can I assume you found the coordinates?
2,000 years ago, the Rachni inhabited that region of our galaxy. They discovered the relay.
Tell me where it is already so I can go get it.
Rachni can share memories across generations.
Genetic
Queens
memory.
inherit the knowledge of their mothers. I took the location of the relay from the Queen's mind. I was not gentle.
That would be why they were hurting you.
How did the Rachni find it?
They searched patiently. They are territorial creatures, driven to close any possible way into their systems.
Why does Saren need the Mu relay?
He believes it will lead him to the conduit. I would tell you more if I could, but Saren did not share his counsel with me. I was merely a servant to his cause.
You can still make it right. Give me the information.
I was not myself, but I should have been stronger.
Yeah, I get that. Give me the information anyway.
I transcribed the data to an OSD. Take it, please.
Optical storage device. CD.
Knowing the relay's coordinates isn't enough. We need to know where to go from there.
Saren wouldn't tell me his destination, but you must find out quickly. I transmitted the coordinates to him before you arrived. You have to stop me. I can't. His teeth are at my ear. Fingers on my spine. You should.
Die. Somehow I knew that was going to be the next line.
I cannot go on. You will have to stop him, Shepard.
Hold on. We've got Netagel. Maybe we can...
No. He is still in my mind. I am not entirely myself. I never will be again.
Content warning.
No light. They always said there would
For
be...
self-harm? Sorry, I didn't know it was coming. I've never played this before. Thankfully, didn't really show too much, since apparently the mind was all it took. And now what? That death of a matriarch. You've dealt with the matriarch, but there's still the issue of the Rachni down in the hot labs. Okay. I'm still doing the sneaking in mission. I did not expect to come across the matriarch here. Am I supposed to know? Well. That. Huh. That was nice. Was doing weird things. Okay, I'm not sure where I'm supposed to go now. Where did I even come in? I was not expecting that encounter. Where do we go from here? Why is the path unclear? Ah, okay. So if I go this way and then turn right? But I was going to the restricted areas, I think. Should be this. I can't go through here. Can I go through the other way? It also has a red indicator. Apparently I can, though. No. How do I get out of this room? What am I missing? Aside from the giant Rachni in the middle here. Something with that. That's my guess. Ah. The queen of the spider people. Arachnia. What? I have zombie Asari after me now? Oh, Queen's gonna use that body to speak?
This one serves as our voice. We cannot sing. Not in these low spaces. Your musics are colorless.
That... oh, sure. Yeah?
Musics? What?
Your way of communicating is strange, flat, It does not color the air. When we speak, one moves all. We are the mother. We sing for those left behind. The children you thought silenced. We are Rachni.
Did you order your people to kill the science team?
No, we were locked away here. The children are beyond our songs. They have been lost to silence. The children we birthed were stolen from us before they could learn to sing. They are lost to silence. And their suffering, they cannot be saved. They will only cause harm as they are.
That's unexpected. The Rachni Queen wants us to kill the Rachni.
I don't understand. Why are your children killing people?
These needlemen, they stole our eggs from us. They sought to turn our children into beasts of war, claws with no songs of their own. Our elders are comfortable with silence. Children know only fear if no one sings to them. Fear has shattered their minds.
Fear. Mind kill.
Makes sense. A baby left alone in a closet until he's 16 won't be sane.
Yeah. I will do it.
All right. I don't think they'll give me much choice anyway.
Before you deal with our children, we stand before you. What will you sing? Will you release us? Are we to fade away once more?
Look, those tanks? Acid. Strong enough to kill anything, no matter its biology. They wouldn't have installed that if they weren't afraid of the consequences of her getting loose.
Commander, there's some old grudges in the galaxy. Grudges humans should stay out of. If we kill her, we kill the entire race.
Your companions hear the truth. You have the power to free us, or return our people to the silence of memory.
Investigate.
If I let you live, would you attack other races again?
No, I do not know what happened in the war. We only heard discordance, songs the color of oily shadows. We would seek a hidden place to teach our children harmony.
Insight check.
If they understand, perhaps we would return.
Want an insight check? Give me an insight check!
Are you a survivor from the war? A clone?
We do not know. We were only an egg, hearing Mother cry in our dreams. A tone from space hushed one voice after another. It forced the sinners to resonate with its own sour yellow note. Then we awoke in this
I actually
place,
kind of like that whole, like, color of music descriptive stuff. The last echo of those who came out from the king. Them live or kill them. I gotta let them live.
I won't
I'm
destroy
not committing
your entire
genocide.
race. You'll go free.
You will give us the chance to compose anew? We will remember. We will sing of your forgiveness to our children.
Super creepy. They have to be given the chance. If it turns out they're lying, we can exterminate them later. Only one direction I can go from. An alarm has started sounding, probably to let them know that the Queen Rachni is out. Oh. The only thing I have left to do here is the hot labs. Apparently, freeing the Queen Rachni dealt with the other quests. Hello? Hello? I am here to kill you! Who's there? Yes? I will kill you. I am here to kill you. Alright, Hot Labs is on the left. That seems like the place I gotta go. Thank you for pressing the self-destruct button. The station will self-destruct in 20 seconds. This is your last chance. Push the cancellation button. You're just making me think of Aliens. When, Ripley starts the self-destruct and then runs back to try and stop the self-destruct. Elevator music is playing as we go down the elevator shaft. It won't let me kill the scientist. Just sitting there. Yaroslav Tartaskovsky. Tartaskovsky? Tartaskovsky. Yaroslav Tartaskovsky. And there are grates around the side. Great. You're just sitting there.
Are you here to secure the situation?
How are you holding up?
You must listen to me. If we do not contain our mistake, they will drop bombs from the battle stations. You understand?
What did you do?
I don't understand anything yet. What were you doing here?
Binary Helix found an egg. It was on a derelict ship, thousands of years drifting. This was Rachni's ship. Inside they find many eggs in cryogenic suspension.
They brought it here to wake it up?
Binary
I feel like we were meant to come here first.
Mass produce them, create an army. But when they get here, they find this egg is not a common Rachni. It is a queen. After she lays eggs, they move her to Rift Station. They are thinking that without her, they can raise the babies to be obedient.
Hold on. Don't you need a male to get
Don't
eggs?
need a male!
Queens are born carrying the genetic code of their fathers. Eggs
Do I
are
know
carried
anything
away
about
from the
how
queen to
amazing
hatch
nature
alone.
is?
Queens can lay eggs in hours and have a colony in days. This is how they spread so quickly.
Separating them from their mother didn't work.
This was exactly the wrong thing to do. I am thinking that without a queen, Rachni do not develop properly. Her
Yeah,
mind
we already
is
got
shaped
that
in
from the
theirs.
horse's mouth.
These Rachni are uncontrollable.
Then all we need to do is bring her here.
No, I am sorry, but this will not work.
Yeah, she already told us that won't work.
These Rachni are beyond saving. It is a sad thing, but they must be euthanized.
Neutron
I am
purge?
thinking that the neutron purge must be set off.
Explain.
I'm not familiar with the purge system.
It creates bursts of neutron radiation, kills everything within the station. Things beyond get genetic damage of varying degree.
Once the purge is armed, we'll have to fight our way out. Give us a minute to patch up and rearm.
Sure. I wait here. I am not so much good for search.
Yeah, the queen asked us to kill them, but
Mother always
if we do
said-
the neutron purge, won't that kill the queen too? I'm kind of... Purge controls. That seems like what I have to do. Hope it doesn't look. Because I'm trying to let the queen live. Have an actual colony of real-life Rachni. 'Cause, 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 'c Have to save Arachnia, Queen of the Spider People.
Connecting. I have full access to the facility and am at your disposal.
I need information on the neutron purge.
The neutron purge is a fail-safe system installed within the isolation tube area. In the event of irretrievable containment loss, it is used to resolve the situation.
What exactly does this thing do?
The purge is a neutron burst weapon. 2 volumes of fissionable materials are brought together to form a critical mass. Most of the energy is released in the form of high-speed
that mass has an effect.
This radiation is instantly lethal to any known form of life within 500 meters.
Important safety tip: don't hit big red buttons.
It's the big red button.
Activate the neutron purge.
I'm sorry, but I can't do that without proper code authorization.
Who would have the code?
Director of Operations Yaroslav Tartakovsky, or any executive officer of Binary Helix.
We're moving on.
Logging you out.
Talking to Yaroslav? Tell me the code. Also, what about all the other people? Are they just gonna die when I do this?
I am feeling not so well.
How do we set off the purge?
Arming controls are nearby. All you do is insert the key. Then I will give Mira
Ah, gotcha. I didn't want to do the purge anyway. Apparently, I still need to do the purge. "500 meters range. Oh, the other people elsewhere in the station should be safe?" That's all I'm worried about. I don't want to kill that Elcor.
Online. How can I help you?
Activate the neutron purge.
I'm sorry, but I can't do that without proper code authorization.
Code input 875-020-079. Code Omega. Local execution.
Verified. Code Omega execution in 120 seconds.
How do I get out? Run. Hey! I got out! Alright, the hot labs are taken care of. What do we got now? Death of a Matriarch is back. Mission complete. You've defeated the Matriarch and eliminated the Rachni in the hot labs. Depart Rift Station via the passenger tram that you arrived in. Now boarding. Passenger tram. Away from the creepy ice bunker. All aboard. Tram is too silent. Ooh, meeting room.
What's our next move, Commander? Head for the Mu relay?
Who are you again?
The Mu relay could link to dozens of systems. Unless we know exactly where Saren's going, we'd just be wasting our time.
The Commander is right. We cannot rush off blind. We still need to learn more about Saren.
Who put you in charge? Did the Commander resign when I wasn't looking?
Okay, you just need to shut the fuck up. I do not like you, and I don't really want you here.
We're all on the same team here, Williams. She's just trying to help.
Sorry, Commander.
They cut out the unneeded travel back to the ship. That's good. I'm glad. I did not know. I didn't miss it.
Crew dismissed.
Noveria report is away, Commander. You want me to patch you through to the Council?
Yep.
Patch him through, Joker.
Setting up the link now, Commander.
Is this report accurate, Commander? You found Rachni on Noveria?
And then released the Queen. Do you have any idea what you've done? How many generations until they overrun the galaxy?
This Queen is different. She understands why her kind had to be wiped out last time around.
I hope you're right, Shepard. Our children's children will pay the price if you're not.
We'll be waiting for your next report, Commander.
Okay. Apparently I am supposed to go to the galaxy map. I've got Vermeer and Race Against Time left, and I really feel like we're getting close to the end, but I don't know. How much more is there? We're done with Noveria. Got Vermeer as the next place that we need to go. Wait. Look here. Race Against Time. Explore Pharos, Noveria, and the Artemis Tau Cluster and Vermeer. Find the clues that you'll need. So yeah, Vermeer or Vermeer is what I have to do next. If you can just tell me, like, approximate time length? Or is it just an estimation of, like, how much more? Am I getting close to the end of it? Or, like, do you think maybe... So Sundays when I play for 3 hours. So is it going to be maybe, like, 2 more weeks? Or 5 major quests, not including any side quests? Okay. So a few more weeks left. That's all I really wanted to know was, like, how close am I getting? It's hard to tell. But I'm going to go ahead and save. Because it's time to be ending for today. So I do want to say thank you very much to everybody for coming. I should run credits. Credits. Which includes credits. I don't know what's going to be on them today. Let's see. This is brand new. I made it yesterday. But yeah, so that's going to end for today. I have nothing in the credits today other than Was Not Worth It, who is my coffee subscriber. So thank you for that. Thank you to my moderators, Moobot and Streamlabs. Thank you all for coming and joining and, watching as I continued playing Mass Effect. I'm having a lot of fun with the game. I really want to just, like, play more. But I'm going to keep it to Sundays. I'm going to keep with the schedule and play Mass Effect on the schedule. And if I really get jonesing for it, then I will play Andromeda because I already played that before. But I will leave this until next week when I can go in and do more. And yes. Okay. You love my reactions to certain things? That's good. I'm live again tomorrow. I'm not 100% certain when I'm going live. I may go live at 2:30. Or I may go live later. But I'll be live sometime tomorrow, and I'll send a tweet out when I go live. Tomorrow, my plan is to finish out that last tiny little bit of Carto that I had left to do. And then I think I'm going to play American McGee's Alice, because I've been wanting to play it, and it's my birthday, so I'm going to play it. There are a number of content warnings for that game. I will try to make sure that they're in. But I also might, switch around and play various things. I might run around in Valheim, show off my upgraded home, stuff like that. Thank you for the early happy birthday, Tempest, Mobius Tempest. Which, anyway. Today, since there is no Gax pack, because it is D&D Celebration weekend, I think, we're actually going to raid Enthusiamy, who went live early and is playing Stardew Valley. So I think that's where we're gonna go. But yeah, tomorrow I will be live sometime. If I don't go live early, I'll be live at 7 for my normal stream time tomorrow. It just depends. I'm gonna play it as I feel it, because tomorrow's my birthday and I'm just gonna do whatever the heck I want. But I will definitely be streaming at least from 7 until 9:30 Eastern time, and then raiding over to watch the final episode of Clear Skies. But until then, I want to say thank you once again for coming and joining me as I played more of Mass Effect. I'm really enjoying it, and I enjoy having you all stop by on Sundays. And yeah, I am going to go ahead and head out. Until next time, get out there and do some shenanigans.